looking live at the outside of Darien High School, where it is frigid temperatures with 19 degrees outside, but inside we have the red-hot Westhill Vikings taking on the Darien Blue Wave in the Darien main gym. Hello everyone, my name is Ted Brennan, and as I mentioned before, this is varsity boys basketball here on the DAF Media Network, where the 5-1 Westhill Vikings will take on the 3-2 Darien Blue Wave. Once again, I'm Ted Brennan. Alongside me today is Cam McGraw. And Cam, let's get into the players to watch for both teams.
Yeah, for Westhill, we got Jason Slade averaging 20.5 points, 31 field goals made, and 82 total points with 1 three-pointer. And then for Darien, Simeon Dahl, 17.2 points, 30 field goals made, 86 total points, and 10 three-pointers. And Simeon has taken more of a scoring role with Miles Drake out, and Ted has more on that.
As you mentioned, Cam, Miles Drake has been out to start this season. He is the senior captain on this team, second year being a captain. And once again, as you mentioned, he has been out for a while. He has a chipped sesamoid bone, which is basically the big toe joint. As I talked to him last night, as he explained it, he had it chipped in the football states, and he is out 1 to 2 more weeks. And we will take you live to the anthem right now. Starting lineups for tonight for the visiting Westhill Vikings. Number 1, Anderson Graham. Number 2, Jason Slade. Number 10, Chris Gattuso. Number 13, Christopher Renee. And number 21, Jeremiah Winchester. As for the home Darien Blue Wave, the starters are number 14, Simeon Dahl. Number 21, Davis Depp. Number 23, Carson Drake. Number 24, Kyle Bloomer. And number 25, Austin Black. The injury bug has bitten both of these teams. Obviously, we mentioned Miles Drake being out for the Darien Blue Wave, and that is a crucial loss for them. And as for the Westhill Vikings, they will be without star forward Aiden Lamoth. He averaged 11.5 last year, 12 rebounds as well, and they are without their second star. But as Cam mentioned, they are still with star Jason Slade. Comes into this game averaging 20.5 as Darien will win the tip. And we are underway here on the DAF Media Network, the first boys basketball game of the year for DAF Media Network, and we could have not chosen a better one. Depp gets it inside to Black. Good pass out to Bloomer inside. That's no good. Rebound Black, no good. And Westhill will come up with it. That's Anderson Graham with the ball. Depp got a hand on it. 3 ball. That's good. Chris Gattuso from downtown gets the scoring started for the Vikings. A very good shooter in Gattuso returns from last season. Looking for an increased role on offense with Bloomer getting a little floater there. And here comes Slade down the lane. Good block by Austin Black. Some high-paced action to start this game, Cam.
Yeah, the intensity being played from both teams is pretty crazy to start this.
Drake misses inside, gets his own board. Jump ball. Drake, one of the other 2 captains on this team, along with Miles Drake and John Fiorita. Drake is a double-double threat every night. 4-year varsity player. He started his freshman year, and he's been entrusted to lock down the paint. Inside is Graham.
The speed at which Westhill plays with on offense is one of the main parts of their success so far this season.
Coach White has preached speed, team speed for this Westhill team, and they are showing it so far tonight. Coach Howard White in his 16th season with Westhill. He has long been a staple at Westhill. On that Westhill sideline, over 200 coaching wins, got his 200th in 2020, so congratulations to him. And Darien is hoping not to be another one added to the total. Here's Slade with it now. Slade makes a move, no good. Kick out, that's good. Jeremiah Winchester.
Second chance opportunities for Darien. They're going to need to get these rebounds quick because the rebound from Westhill is definitely going to be dangerous, as you saw the three-pointer made there.
Bloomer, kick out, Dahl, no good. Rebound, Drake. Puts it up, and it's blocked. Number 22, Christopher Renee inside. Good ball movement, Winchester again. That's no good, rebound. Simeon Dahl. Dahl inside. Will draw the foul. Get some contact as we take another look there. Winchester. It's a nice three-pointer there, Cam.
Yeah, definitely.
You mentioned already the second chance opportunities. Dahl. That's no good. Checking in now is number 31, Aaron Lamoth, the junior. He checks in for Gattuso. Lamoth, the little brother to Aiden Lamoth, despite being 2 inches taller. No good from Dahl. Darien is going to have to make those if they want to compete with this Westhill team. Here's Anderson with it now. Excuse me, Graham. Back to the half circle it goes. Winchester swings it to Slade in the corner. Bloomer draws the assignment. Inside to Renee. Big body, no. Rebound. No. Rebounded by Bloomer. And Bloomer will take it himself. Floater blocked. Woo! Renee's got 2 already. Here comes Graham to Winchester. A little razzle-dazzle. Darien will take a timeout. 10-2. The score early on. We will take a quick break. Back in a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, and Cam, as you mentioned, rebounding is huge for this Westhill team. Why do you think that is?
Well, Darien, to start this game, is a very thin front court, and it's definitely being seen so far in this first quarter.
Pass inside to Galoo, no good from depth. Slade, too hot for Winchester to handle, and Dahl will take it back up the court. Dahl, a little Euro step dump off to Carson Drake inside. Darien will go with the press. But as you said, Cam, a thin front court for Darien. Not too much depth there as Winchester tried to hit his 3rd of the game. But that's a little short. Here comes Galoo. Galoo will hit depth. Depth. No good. Rebound the Vikings. Here's Graham. Graham Gets it stripped, but there's a foul on the floor.
Westhill, again, off of an offensive or defensive rebound. They like to get it, and they like to sprint down the court, and they like to score fast. And that's, you know, a big part of why they have 10 points already in this game.
Foul on the floor. Number 11, Sergio Lemus checks in for the Vikings. Off the back of a player. Touchdown pass. Dahl. No good. Drake inside, gets the foul. But if you're Simeon Dahl, you got to finish that off of the Galoo touchdown pass, Cam.
Definitely.
Not going to get many opportunities like that again, especially with Drake and Black being outmatched down low so far to start this game. Drake will leave it short. That was a problem for him last season. Had a tough time converting at the line, would leave a couple of them short.
And Drake, a big man, you know you're going to get to go to the free throw line a lot. Those are important shots.
Keith Sapp will check into the game for Ryan Page. And Drake will put that one in to make it a 5-point Westhill lead. Slade, speed unmatched, cuts through and inside, and it's good. Darien has no answer for Slade as a steal inside. That's Anderson Graham off of the feed from Jason Slade.
The intensity from Westhill, it's almost like they want it more. They're getting down, they're staying up, and they're just getting steals. They're basically doing everything they're going to need.
Dahl, long range from downtown. Simeon Dahl. That's a three. Steal underneath. It will stay with Darien. Crazy last couple of possessions. As Jack Barber will check in, as will Winchester. Barber, we saw a lot last season. He came off the bench, subbed in. Dahl for three. That's good again! Dahl with back-to-back threes cuts this lead to 3, but here comes Lemus. Bounce pass. No good. Rebound, Drake. Dahl at the white line. Winchester in his face. Drake, little jumper. No good. Rebound, Dahl. Blocked from behind by Winchester.
For Darien, Jack Barber and Carson Drake coming in here. They got some real size, and definitely Jack Barber has the advantage, and Darien might want to go to him.
Just took a nice little replay of that Dahl three-pointer as Dahl puts another one in. Dahl has really taken on a lot more scoring opportunities with Miles Drake being out, and this Darien team has needed it as scoring has been hard to find from other places. As a steal, here's Galoo. Galoo will be called for the travel. Took one too many, or actually the out-of-bounds call. So we take a look here. Simeon Dahl, nice little pull-up. The lefty jumper. Little floater, that's no good from Winchester. And a foul will be called, I believe, over the back on Lamoth.
Bringing in Barber here definitely going to help with the offensive and defensive rebounds. You saw that they were kind of getting beat earlier on in the game. Definitely going to be able to help there.
Dahl, his second full year on varsity this year. Started last season. Bad pass inside. It finds Drake somehow. He misses the shot. And a scramble for the ball. Westhill comes up with it. Here's Slade. Slade. No good. Loose ball goes to the Vikings. And here's Winchester. Pull up. Blocked by Depp. Davis Depp, DAF Media member, first team all ISO camera. He'll understand what that means. Dahl, nobody guarding him. Leaves it left. Graham Dishes it off to Winchester, who can't finish with the left. Rebound, Barber.
Great defense from depth there.
Galoo, pull up. No good. Rebound, Drake. Drake thought he got fouled. No call. Rebound, Slade. And somebody will finally pace it. Slade will slow it down. Galoo up top with Simeon Dahl. Looks like a bit of a man zone. And that will be a turnover. And Austin Black will come in for Carson Drake. And this is a front court pairing that is a little inexperienced compared to years prior. Specifically last season, you had Carson Drake and Brian Kiskin up front. Two guys who have gotten a lot of playing experience. Austin Black is a first-year varsity player. Jack Barber, second-year varsity player. So it'll be interesting to see if Westhill, specifically Christopher Renee, takes advantage of this weaker front court, Cam.
Yeah, Dahl's just taking the clock down for right now.
They want the final shot. We'll see if they'll be able to take it. 18 is a lot of time on the clock. Dahl gets double-teamed. It will stay with Darien as Lemus was unable to pick it up. But you can't be dribbling into the corner. You're going to get trapped there. Over the timeline for Depp. High screen with Black. Depp, corner, blocked! Riley Galoo gets blocked in the corner. Renee with his second block of the game as we take a look at that. Gets over and just says no. And that's the length of this Westhill team. One of the things that they're super lengthy. Drop ball, no good. Slade, 2 seconds, 1 second, full court pass. And that'll be the end of a wild first quarter. 14-13, Westhill, end of one. And we will take a short break. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here on the DAF Media, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our production crew. On our main camera is Alexandria Viro. Our ISO camera is Keith Davey. Our instant replay is Whitney Scallon. Our director is Braden Schenk. Our advisor is Damian Andrew. Graphics Will Donnelly. Once again, I'm Ted Brennan alongside Cam McGraw. And we've had a great matchup so far in this first quarter against the 5-1 Westhill Vikings and the 3-2 Darien Blue Wave. Darien is 1-0 in the FCIAC. Westhill is 0-1. So some great FCIAC play so far. That one is tipped by Renee. It will stay Darien. But Cam, so far, Renee has been all over the court with some deflections and some blocks. He has played a huge role in their defense so far.
Definitely. He's able to get out to the three-point line. You saw that block on Galoo before the first quarter. And he's just been able to do that the entire game, get out to the perimeter.
Inside. And Drake took a few extra steps. Number 12, Luke Cannon, has checked in for Westhill. Darien will stay in their press. Slade, pull-up jumper. That's nice. Slade with 2 points.
Slade able to just cut through the defense. Multiple defenders. He's able to cross inside to get the jump shot.
Three ball, no good. Rebound, Renee. Nobody was underneath for Darien. Renee able to get a pretty easy board with Slade taking a step back. Somebody left the door open. The draft got to that one. Air ball. And foul will be called. And Gattuso will be called for the hold. Even though he missed that one, Cam, you don't mind Slade taking those shots, as he is your scoring leader.
Yeah, definitely. And he's able to get space. It's a difficult shot, but it's open. He's able to get separation with those crosses.
Renee! No, that was Slade with the block. It will be Westhill ball as Bloomer will check in, as will Anderson Graham. But this Westhill defense so far has been the key to their early success. As we mentioned before, Coach Howard White said the key to this season is our team speed and our team defense. And also the biggest thing is that our team can go 10 or more deep and step up and play a key role. As inside, that's Luke Cannon with the and one. As we take a look at that one, Cannon gets the and one on Black. And his teammates are more hyped than he is. Acting like he's been there before. No good. Rebound, Darien. But as we said, this team can go 10 deep, and so far we've seen it, Cam. We've seen White use a combination of different players.
Yeah, definitely. He's trying to go into his roster, use basically everything he has. Good rebound from Black there.
Black with the rebound, stripped underneath by Slade, and he'll pick up his second. Barber will check in as Black picks up his second foul. But no real boxing out underneath from Darien off of these shots has allowed Westhill to get a bunch of boards. And I mean, if you're Coach Bentley at halftime, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about boxing out, putting a body on someone. Good move there from Cannon. No good on the shot. As Darien will bring it up the court. Dahl in the corner. No good. Rebound Slade. Slade's going to use that speed, turning on the Jets. Inside. Foul. It's going to be either on Barber or Galoo.
Foul number 4, Riley Galoo.
And it will be Riley Galoo picking up the foul there.
Slade's quickness, we've seen it throughout the game, and he just rushes straight down the court, and he's drawing fouls now.
Slade is showing why. I'll just finish this thought in a second after the free throw. No good on the first. Owen Wagner will check in for Riley Galoo. Slade goes 1 for 2 from the line. As I was saying, Slade last season put up 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He was first team all FCIAC last year, and he's showing why tonight. Another steal for Slade. Outruns Bloomer. Tried to go for the back tap dunk and just blows it. Gets his own board. Misses that one. Winchester will pick it up. And out of bounds. Slade tried to get a little too fancy there. Ended up missing that one. Slade in Westhill's last game against Trumbull, which was a win, 70-52. Slade put up 29. 4-year varsity player, 3-year captain. Incredible stuff from Slade. As Dahl, that's a little long. Cannon on the rebound. And travel will be called on Cannon as he fell to the ground. Big momentum swinger for Darien as they've had a tough time finding the basket here in the second quarter, Cam.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like Westhill was looking for a reach in. Oh, big block.
Foul is called, though. And Dahl will go to the line. He missed 2 earlier. We'll see if he can at least go 1 for 2.
His first, team fifth.
But Darien, I believe, is 0 for 4 at the line so far, if not 1 for 4. Can't hit free throws again.
And these free throws are huge down the stretch. You always are going to look back at your free throws and see, maybe we missed 6, maybe we missed 7.
If they've hit all their free throws, this game would be tied right now. Unfortunately for Darien, they're 1 for 6, or at least 2 for 6. One of the two, they'd either be tied or have the lead, but if I'm Coach Bentley, I'm saying, guys, we're going to run till we drop and then hit our free throws until they drop.
Definitely something that is looked at, a little less nowadays, the free throw shooting.
Slade in the corner, gets by Bloomer. And a charge is called on Slade. Barber picks up, or he gets the charge called as we take a look at that one. Slade blows by Bloomer. Woo!
Ted, you were saying before, these big momentum plays are huge for Darien. They were able to come back. I think it was 10-2 in the beginning of this game. Some big plays, and they were able to tie the game up, and now they might be able to do it again here.
They need to go on a run here as Drake and Wagner not on the same page. It looked like Wagner was going to try to cut low and pop back up. And now, number 2, the captain, one of the 3 captains, John Fiorita, checks into this game. And as we like to say here, Johnny Cash is an EGW player, which is eat, glass, and wood. He's going to dive on every loose ball. He's going to dive for every pass. He is a hustle player at its best. Corner 3, that's no good. Bloomer gets his hands on it with the rebound.
He's a player that coaches love, just diving for loose balls, getting all the stats that don't really appear on the stat sheet.
As a Boston Celtics fan, he is the Marcus Smart of this team. Johnny Cash in the corner, no good. John Fiorita, 3-year varsity player. Inside, that's Anderson Graham, that's no good. Rebound, Dahl. Dahl, nifty finish, no good. And it will be Westhill ball. Fiorita couldn't grab it under the rim. I'd like to remind everyone that the DAF Media is a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. And a timeout will be called by Westhill. They're going to want to talk some things over. And we will take a short break. We'll be right back.
So, Ted, you're at Miami of Ohio. You're coming back with DAF Media today. What have you been up to?
Oh, Cam, I've just been working on my podcast. It's called Press Box Thoughts, with focus specifically on Miami of Ohio athletics, with interviews with players and recaps of games. So if you want to hear more of that, go check out my podcast, Press Box Thoughts, on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Would really appreciate a listen. Really helps out. Back here on the DAF Media Network, the Vikings lead the wave 19-14. Slade and company look to extend this lead. Westhill moving the ball around nicely. Inside, pretty pass, but Renee can't finish, gets his own board. Little stat padding there from Renee, but either way, the ball falls.
Ted, you were talking about Renee earlier on in the game. It seems like besides Slade, he's a key component in this team. On the defensive end, he gets blocks. On the offensive end, he gets rebounds. He seems to do everything for this Westhill team.
It was a great entry pass from Graham. Slade just unable to finish it there with a little pressure, but then gets his own miss. and puts it up and in. Wagner will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Second-year varsity player. Another missed free throw. Here comes Westhill. Slowing it down, looking around. Far side of your screen is Anderson. Winchester up top. Slade, long three, no good. Rebound Barber. Winchester, after hitting those 2 threes in the first, as Bloomer will knock it down. Kyle Bloomer, not known for his shooting, but he can light up the scoreboard when he wants to. But as I was saying, Winchester, after hitting those 2 threes, has been quiet. Westhill should look to get him involved a little bit more as Graham misses that one. Rebound, Fiorita.
We were talking about momentum earlier on in the game. That 3-point for Bloomer might be huge for Darien. They've been playing better defense. They just need to step it up on offense, and they could take the lead in this game.
As we take a look here, 3 ball from Bloomer. Nobody was guarding him. Wide open. I like to say that Bloomer's shot looks a little like former Bulls center Bill Cartwright, where he kind of just almost breaks his wrist in the shot. He just kind of moves it around. It's a funky motion, but hey, if it works, it works. I mean, some of the best shooters have some of the weirdest hand placement. Reggie Miller, just to name one. Fiorita misses another one. Slade picks it up and is running. No good. Cam, we've seen that a lot. Slade off of a missed shot just goes down. That's no good. I mean, we'll see it again. Picks it up, goes down. Not as fast this time, but an absolute speed demon. Winchester, no good. Rebound Dahl.
Could definitely be bittersweet for a coach to see, someone like Slade rush down, get a good shot, but if he's not finishing them, he's not finishing them. And they're open shots.
Bloomer, little floater off glass. Cuts the lead down to 2. We've been talking about it all day. Momentum builders. Darien looks to have some momentum. Winchester, little pull up. And one off the jumper, Jeremiah Winchester.
Winchester with the bucket, chance for a 3-point play.
And that just sucked the life out of the Darien crowd as we look at the Bloomer floater.
First team fourth.
And now we look at the Winchester pull-up and one. But you could just hear the Darien sideline. All the air was sucked out of their sails.
Right as we're starting to get into it, you see Darien cutting this gap.
And Winchester will hit that one.
We were talking about it with Darien, but Westhill being able to hit these free throws is a huge part of their lead right now. It's only 5 points, and Darien has definitely missed more than 5 free throws here.
Dahl brings it up at the logo. Inside, no good. Drake gets the board, back up and in. The big fella down low. Dahl will be called for the foul as we take a look at Drake. Body surrounding him, just rips it away from his own teammate. Puts it up and in.
Team 6.
That's Dahl's second of the night. Depp will check in for Dahl. Dahl getting a rest with 30 seconds left in the half. He's played every minute so far. And Cam, for a team missing their leader in Miles Drake, this Darien team is stuck around with one of the best in the FCIAC.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about it earlier, but Simeon Dahl stepping up to the plate for Darien. He's a huge part of their offense, and he's starting to become a team leader for this Darien team.
Foul number 22, Chris Renee.
Dahl eager to get back on the floor. You see he's already back in. I think that was 8 seconds.
Galoo will check in for Wagner. Page checks in for Westhill. Couple of switches before the half. Darien will look to probably take final shot just so they don't go down any more than they already are. But we saw, and a little confusion there, Coach Bentley for Darien was calling 5 out, like the play 5 out. Referee blew his whistle, thought he was saying timeout. But as we saw in that first quarter, Darien was unable to get the last shot. They turned it over, but now they got 8 seconds left. A lot more manageable. Dahl, step back. No good, air ball. That would have just gotten everyone off of their feet, but he airballed it, so no highlight for Dahl. And we go into the second half. Westhill up 3, 24-21. And we will take a short break for halftime.
The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all of this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared to respond whenever you need it.
I'd like to thank the Darien Foundation for their continued support. They've been a wonderful partner, and they've taken this vision that we've had for this property and make it a reality.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
This is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
It's important for people to be proud of where they live and to understand that if they want a better society, that they need to fund places like the Darien Foundation and the places like the Mather Homestead, because they're so rich in cultural achievements that it makes it a better place to live.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
This is David Genovese, founder of Corbin Cares. Corbin Cares Phase 2, in partnership with the Darien Foundation, was launched to support the people who support Darien. Corbin Cares partnered with the Darien Foundation to thank essential workers, teachers, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, town employees, and postal workers who stepped up during the pandemic. Family meals for four were provided by Four Forks, Bodega, Michael Joseph's, 1020 Post, and Parlor Pizza and Wine. Post 53 was treated to a tacos and waffles night with Bodega and the Waffle Cabin. Thanks to countless donors, 910 family dinners for four and 110 posties were served. And the Corbin Cares office was flooded with notes, emails, and letters of gratitude. Thanks to the essential workers and generous donors, you are all that make this community great.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are On the Stage. We are At the Big Games. We are On the Field. We are In the Gym. We are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are Making a Difference. We are DAF Media.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, I'm Ted Brennan alongside Cameron McGraw. Darien's next 5 games On Friday at 5:30, they will take on Trumbull right here on DAF Media. I'll be back for that call alongside Braden Shank. Monday, they will take on Fairfield Ludlow. Thursday, Brian McMahon. Saturday, Harding. And Monday, the 24th, at Bridgeport Central. Darien begins a weird stretch of games where they play 2 home, then 1 away, and then they repeat that cycle. So they got 2 home, then an away, then 2 home, away, 2 home, and then 3 straight away games. And then 2 more home games, 2 more away games to round out their season. Slade will start with the ball for Westhill. Westhill will take on Brian McMahon on the 13th. That's their next game. And then Bridgeport Central is their next game as well. Good finish there, or good block there, excuse me. Drake, rim running, that's good, 1-point game. Darien out to an early momentum boost.
Most definitely.
Graham no good, rebound Black. Bloomer inside. Renee will be called for the foul. And Bloomer will head to the line where it has been a struggle.
Coming out of halftime, Coach Brantley probably talking to them about the free throws.
His third, team first.
It's Renee's 3rd foul. That's something that we haven't talked about a lot with Renee, is his foul trouble early on. Bloomer will hit that one, tie game. Renee will exit the game, and that's a tough loss for this Westhill team. They've relied a lot on him for his defense.
Definitely, especially with the lineup for Darien that's in a lot of size.
Aaron Lamoth will take over in that center position as Bloomer takes the lead for Darien. I believe that's their first lead of the game, if not since the first quarter. Pump fake, gets Drake in the air, Slade. Little up and under. Bloomer up top. Lemus. Good defense. Rebound, Lamoth. Slade. Off the feed from Gattuso. Doesn't get the friendly roll, but he gets the foul as we take a look at that one. Slade, so crafty inside, able to use his body to get positioning. And he goes to the line again. That one is no good. Back iron. No good on the second one. Rebound Westhill. Slade gets called for the travel. Darien really wanted that one.
Ted, do you think something's up with his left basket? Seems like all the free throws that are shot on are just not going in.
Great observation. I mean, you're 100% right. It's something about this basket that just nothing's falling down. I mean, maybe there's a lid on the basket. I mean, I saw it specifically when I went to the Knicks-Celtics game a couple weeks ago. One basket just could not, and nobody could buy a bucket. So we'll see if that trend continues as Drake up and under, no good. Rebound, Lamoth, Slade. Fancy dribble moves, gets him nowhere. Corner 3. I wonder if Drake got a hand on that. Black says no.
Darien, with the luxury of having 2 big men in this lineup, you have Drake coming out to contest the perimeter and Black with a huge block there.
Makes up for his mistake. He just kind of left it for Gattuso by accident. And hold will be called on Dahl. That's his 3rd. But as you mentioned, Cam, I mean, they do have a bit of a luxury where you have Drake who can kind of come up to the perimeter, and then you still got a 6'6" kid in Austin Black under the rim. And that was a nice block from Black, who is a true first-year varsity player. Slade inside, Black with a deflection. Lemus making some noise under the basket. Lamoth gets fouled by Black, and that's where we see kind of this youth from Black where he's just trying to go for the block. Aaron Lamoth will go to the line for 2. Lamoth wearing 31 tonight. No good. Cam again.
Maybe onto something here.
But Black, he's just a little too excited to try to get that block. I'm sure, you know, his adrenaline is pumping after that first block that he had. And that's just the youthfulness. But there's Lamoth with the free throw, makes it a 2-point lead. But that's something to watch out for Darien down the stretch. You know, who's going to be playing underneath for them? Is it going to be Drake and Barber? Is it going to be, I mean, it won't be Barber and Black because, I mean, unless Drake is in free throw trouble or foul trouble, but Drake is, you know, their anchor. But will it be Black and Drake, or will it be Drake and Barber? We'll just have to wait and see. Drake, too long. Rebound goes to Westhill, and Slade's turning on the Jets. Bounce pass to Winchester. Nice little finger roll finesse.
We were saying it earlier in the game, but these rebounds are huge. It's been biting both sides right now. You see Slade being able to drive down in these fast breaks off of these defensive rebounds.
Dahl inside. Shuts down the defense chance from Westhill. Gattuso gets Drake to bite on a pump fake. Winchester to Lamoth. Back to Gattuso. No good. Long rebound, Gattuso. That's a foul on Barber. Got all of Gattuso.
Just talking about it before, again, the offensive rebounds are just something that Darien really has to watch out for. Second chance points are deadly in basketball.
Just took a nice look there at the Slade feed to Jeremiah Winchester. Winchester, a sophomore, he made varsity as a freshman last year. As Gattuso knocks that one down. Fun story about Winchester. I played pickup basketball against Jeremiah Winchester 2 years ago when he was new to the area, and he absolutely just smoked me. I'm 3 years older than him, and he killed me and my good friend Tim Manzella. Just killed the both of us, and you know, it helps when your father played overseas and he's a coach, and it's been wonderful to see Jeremiah play tonight as Drake gets the rebound and puts it in. That's a big body board. Slade inside. He's too crafty, folks. Timeout will be called, and we will take a quick timeout. Coach Bentley, heated on the sidelines, talking to his team about how to stop Jason Slade, and we'll see if they can figure that out. Nice little replay there. We'll take a short break. Back here on the DAF Media Network, a 3-point game. Darien hanging around with the Westhill Vikings. Foul called. It will go on Barber, his second. This Westhill Vikings team has some impressive wins this season, including beating 6-2 Bassick Lions in their 5th game of the season. They won 70-63 at Bassick, which is an incredibly tough place to play. Barber picks up his 3rd. Darien Biggs in some foul trouble. Good pass. Lemus underneath, and that's good. This is one of Darien's first true tests of the season. They beat Norwalk in an FCIAC matchup, but they haven't had too much FCIAC play. They have 2 wins against Wright Tech, and then 2 losses, 1 against Bassick, 1 against Newtown, as Barber will pick up his 4th.
That's huge.
But as I was saying before, this is Darien's first true test of the season. This is top-tier competition. This team last year made it to the FCIAC finals, losing to Ridgefield. So Westhill is looking for revenge this year, and they've started out hot, only dropping their 1 FCIAC matchup to Stanford. Lemus hits that one. But that was an uncharacteristic loss for for Westhill. They lost 53-39, and just no one shot well. Lemus hits that one, goes 2 for 2 from the line, disproving Cam's theory of that basket. 7-point lead, 36-29 here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation, as Bloomer should get the continuation and 1. And he will get the and 1 opportunity. We'll see if he can put it down, as, again, Darien has struggled with free throws.
That was on number 10, Gattuso, his 3rd, team 2nd.
Gattuso picks up his 3rd. He's confused. Up and in for Bloomer. 4-point lead, Westhill. A little over 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Winchester finds Gattuso, a little hot to handle. Slade. Woo, he gets so high on that jumper that you think he's going to take a floater and just pulls the jumper. Slade with another bucket makes it 38-32. Darien has yet to find an answer for Jason Slade, as Black playing hot potato with himself. Bloomer jump pass, that's no good. Jump ball. From our angle, it looked like Black was going to get called for the foul, the reach-in, but jump ball as we take a look at Jadon Slade.
Very dangerous for Darien here. We saw Barber come out with 4 fouls. Black, another one there. Big men, a very important position in this game today. You don't want to have either of them get into foul trouble.
If both of them get into foul trouble, they have 2 players they can sub in Daniel Morrissey and Jake Hendrickson. Both of them are listed as forward centers, 6'4" and 6'3". But unlikely they get in. They've had limited playing time. And Drake will get called for the foul.
Fouls on number 23, Carson Drake.
As we take a look, he gets called for the moving screen.
That's Drake's first, team 8th.
Interesting call by the referees. Obviously, they know more than we do. Looked like Drake got his feet set on that replay, but the refs saw otherwise. But that's only Drake's first. Winchester unloads, no good. He had 2 in the first quarter. No good from deep. Steal by Drake. Woo! Gets Slade to bounce and hit the backboard, and Drake will get that one to fall.
You don't expect a guy Drake's size to come out on the perimeter and take a steal all the way.
Nice feed inside from Slade, and Keith Sapp with the finish.
Great pass there. Slade draws a lot of attention when driving in, able to dump it through to Sapp.
Keith Sapp played wide receiver and strong safety on the Westhill football team this season. Shown that he can find the holes in the defense like he did there. A hold is going to be called on Winchester. As we take a look here, Sapp tried to get it to Winchester, and Drake took it all the way, the big fella chugging along. Drake took it coast to coast in one of the slowest fast breaks you'll ever see, unless you watch Memphis Grizzlies games with Kyle Anderson, nicknamed Slow-Mo. Maybe Carson should think about getting a new nickname. Steal there by the Westhill Vikings. Slade finds Lemus. Lemus drives baseline. Jump pass. Sapp, little floater. Doubles his total from last game. He's got 4. Sapp averaging 2.5 over the last 4 games. Had a big game against Stanford. Bloomer, another and one. Another opportunity for a 3-point play. Bloomer has really been the only consistent guy from the line so far, as Fiorito will sub in for Dahl. It's been so common for me to say Drake comes in or Drake comes out with Miles Drake in the point guard situation, but obviously he's still out. Wishing a speedy recovery for him. And Cam, something I mentioned briefly at the beginning of this game was that the Westhill Vikings are without second star Aiden Lamoth, 6'3" forward, but it feels like they really haven't needed him because players like a Christian Renee or a Jeremiah Winchester have stepped up in his absence.
Most definitely. And you said, Coach White, they have a big roster. They have depth. They have people to go to when someone's out, and it's being shown today.
Steal by Fiorita. Right back. Slade. No good. Sapp puts it up. Air ball. But the lead is 6 going into the 4th. And this one looks like it could come down to the final couple of possessions. We will take a short break here on the DAF Media Network.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, Westhill, 6-point lead over Darien. And as we said before the break, this could come down to the final few possessions. And this game has lived up to our expectations. We hyped this up as a good game between two, towns that are right next to each other in Norwalk and Darien. And this has been a great game to watch. Westhill will take it to start the 4th. Depp is guarding Slade. We'll see if he'll be the answer. And Slade just turns on the jets to get Depp in foul. We'll see that again. Depp just kind of reaches that arm out to try to slow Slade down. But no one is slowing him down.
Foul number 21, Davis Depp, his second, team 9.
The 9th foul this Darien team has. Westhill is in the bonus, not the bonus plus, so they do get 1-and-1s on the floor fouls. But the next one will put Darien over the double, and it will be 2 free throws here out, which is big in a close game like this. Black gets the rebound. Slade goes 1 for 2 from the line. Bloomer, no good. Rebound, Lemus. Slade picks it up. No good. Rebound, Lemus finds Winchester, and Winchester will reset.
Some of these rebounds are just dropping right in front of the rim, and it doesn't seem like Darien's able to get to them.
Gattuso on a fadeaway jump shot. A good feed from Winchester.
We're mentioning second chance points throughout this game, and it's just starting to bite them again. Some rebounds that just should be grabbed by Darien.
Simeon Dahl with a 3. Cuts the lead down to 6. Gattuso answers right back. Gattuso with his first 3 of the game. Westhill will take a timeout, but that's got to feel good for Chris Gattuso. Gattuso has not hit much today as he hits a nice little fadeaway there. And if we can see the three-pointer as well, here we're going to see Dahl's three-point shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the response right to it, Gattuso, so clean. And Gattuso, he's their normal guy he's the normal guy to go to for three-point shots and three-point attempts, but he hasn't hit a lot tonight. But that's got to feel good, extending this lead to 9. And Cam, I mean, we've been talking about it all night, but right now, specifically, the free throws for Darien, the missed free throws are coming back to haunt them. I mean, they're shooting as poorly as Russell Westbrook. He's shooting 58% from the line this year. Darien, they're shooting even worse than that tonight as a team.
Definitely, it's killer, and they're down 9 here. I think they've missed somewhere north of 9 free throws tonight. And you don't think of it when you're in the moment. You think it's just 1 point. We could get that back next possession. But if you really add them up as the game progresses, they're huge.
I mean, Cam, if you're right, if they've missed somewhere north of 9, you know, those 9 extra points, they come back and they tie this game.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you got a couple days of practice, Wednesday, Thursday, before Friday's matchup against Trumbull. That's what I'm focusing on in practice if I'm Coach Bentley. Knocking down free throws when they're tired. So after a suicide or two, after a big run, as Black will load up for 3, and that touches the top. I don't know if that's his range, but he tried it anyways. But if I'm Coach Bentley, these next 2 days of practice, hammering home free throws.
Yeah. Bentley might be saying to the team, you know, you got to keep your composure. You still got 6 minutes left. You know, Black not known for shooting that 3 ball.
I mean, if you're open, you're open. Winchester will load and take a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Depp. But Winchester's right there, steals it. Up and in, Jeremiah Winchester.
Jeremiah Winchester for 2.
Bloomer kicks it to the corner. No good from Depp. Here's Slade, going to turn on the Jets. Crafty finish. Jason Slade will force Darien to take a timeout and regroup and rethink. We take a look at that. That will lead us into the break where Westhill 52-39.
We are DAF Media, Darien's.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, Westhill is extending their lead, which is the worst thing for Darien right now. They've kept it close all game. But it'll be interesting to see how Darien responds to a lead that has ballooned to 13. Backdoor cut, Galoo to Dahl, foul on Lamoth. As we take a look here, just a nice backdoor cut from Dahl to get the foul.
Foul number 31, Lamont. His third, team fifth.
Dahl misses again from the line. I mean, Cam, we could talk about it all night. It just seems again and again missing free throws. That time, Dahl gets it through.
I think a foul called.
It's going to be on Drake. That's his second.
Foul number 23, Carson Drake.
Talking to the ref, doing a little jawing, saying these kids are too small. They're holding, so too small. But that is costly, as it will put Jason Slade on the line. Or it'll put someone on the line. Now the refs are conferring. If someone does go to the line on this, it's costly for Darien. You can't be having those fouls, especially when Westhill has been hitting their free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 12-point game, and you can't be taking fouls like this late in the game. Shooting too, just a costly mistake from Carson Drake. It will put Jason Slade on the line, and he's been pretty consistent, shooting north of 75% today. And that just cannot happen if you're Darien. Gets the first one to fall. Gets the second one to fall. And late in games, you know, we're going to see this a lot until Drake returns. Who's going to step up and take control of this offense? You know, one of the things about this team is that, you know, they rely a lot on Drake to facilitate the offense late in games, as Galoo airballs a three. But they rely a lot on Drake to facilitate the offense late in games, and they really want him to be a leader, which he is on the court. So, Cam, if you had to choose one of these Darien players to step up and be that leader fourth quarter and, you know, to be Miles Drake, who would that player be?
You know, I think you always got to go with Simeon Dahl right now. You see he's making shots. He's been making shots with Drake out. You know, I also like Bloomer in this situation. He's been playing great today.
Slade with the bucket.
You know, it's difficult to choose with this Darien team. You know, you got a lot of young players, but offense has been hard to come by on this team without Drake.
Foul on the floor. Two great picks, Cam. I mean, obviously, we've seen Dahl step up as we take a look at that nice jumper from the elbow. And then Slade's layup on the other end. It's Gattuso's fourth foul. But as we've mentioned, Dahl has stepped it up in Drake's absence. But an underrated player who's stepped it up is Kyle Bloomer. Foul called there on Lamoth. 1-1. But Bloomer is kind of this point forward where he can handle the rock if necessary, but he can also play low, need be. So 1-1, Galoo will go to the line. Lamoth checks out, and Renee checks in. Reminder, Renee has 3 fouls. No good. Galoo almost gets his own rebound and forces a Darien possession. Him and Winchester were battling for it and ruled Darien. Screen from Drake. Bloomer doesn't use. Another and one opportunity for Bloomer. That's his 3rd of the game.
Kyle Bloomer with the bucket, fouls on number 2, Jason Slade, his 3rd, team 8th.
And Bloomer will head to the line for his 3rd and 1 opportunity. And gets that one to fall. Bloomer has been a bright spot in this Darien game. And 5 seconds called.
Seems like Bloomer has been doing well on all the flaws that the rest of the Darien team has had. You know, with the free throws, he's been getting them, driving in, scoring. You know, he's been a deadly part of this Darien team so far today.
Drake down low. Swing. Back to Johnny Hustle up top. Tipped by Lemus. Bloomer in the wing. Long pass to Dahl. That's his shot. Just too much pressure from Slade and Winchester. 3 ball from Gattuso. No good. Can't find his stroke from deep. Bloomer takes it and off the hands of Fiorita. McMullen will check in for Fiorita. McMullen, shortest guy on the court in 5'5". He's going to be tasked with guarding Jason Slade. And that's a fun matchup because they're both speedy, small guys. And Dahl will pick up another foul. 11-point game here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Sergio Lemus will go to the line for the double bonus. Misses the first. Lemus on the year is averaging 2 points per game, or at least over the last 4. It's his first season with the varsity team, and he's provided a good body off the bench. Galoo in the corner. That's no good. Galoo has not found it from deep. One of those players where when he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he's cold. Very similar play style to captains of past, Jackson Leone, as Slade is unable to get that one to fall. Just a little too much English on that one. Galoo in the corner. No good. Wanted the foul. Not going to get that. Winchester. Dump off to Gattuso. No good. Bloomer Bloomer again with the and one.
Once again, Kyle Bloomer with one opportunity.
As we take a look at that, styling and profiling with the Euro step in the lane, looking like Ginobili, and one called. That's his fourth of the game.
His second team night.
Bloomer misses that one. And here's McMullen going to guard Slade, but Slade pushes it up to Winchester. Inside, Lemus gets it through Carson Drake. That is not a fun person to run into, as Dahl hits a three-pointer. That was a very nonchalant three-pointer there, Cam.
Yeah, deep three. You know, Darien, they needed that one. Definitely a huge momentum booster coming into the late stretch of this fourth quarter.
Cuts the lead down to 9. Darien's going to need some more stops if they want to come back in this one. The lead was as large as 13 at one point in this fourth quarter. Darien is trying to claw their way back into it. And I mean, this, you know, we talked about both Slade and Dahl at the beginning of the game, and this matchup has lived up to the hype between the two of them.
Yeah, definitely. You know, two key scorers on each side, and Jason Slade has definitely played a key role for Westhill, especially how he's able to just get inside and finish on, you know, any defender. Here for Darien, you know, they need to play with some intensity. You know, down by 9, they're going to need to get up. They're going to need to get some steals. They're going to need to play some great defense.
Foul called there on McMullen. Westhill to the line for 2. McMullen has been a part of this program for 3 years now. His first year on varsity was a part of the freshman teams and the JV teams. Plays football in the fall. Bit of a slot receiver return person. As Slade will miss that one. If he can get this one, it will put the Westhill lead to 10. Misses that one. Rebound goes to Westhill.
That's costly for Darien. They needed that one.
Can't have that happen. Slade. No good. Lamoth blocked by Bloomer underneath. They're going to slow it down. And Slade will go to the line for 2. Wagner's going to check in for Galoo. Gets that one to fall. As you mentioned, Cam, costly not to pick up that ball there, as Slade was able to waste some time. They were able to get a couple of shots, and now Slade is back at the line. Another rebound for Slade and another bucket. And Slade will be called for the push as we take a look there. Just great hustle there from Westhill to tip that ball to Slade. It will actually be on Winchester, and Dahl will go to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Dahl has been cold from the line today. Misses another one. Slade gets through. Slade down the lane. No foul at all. Thought it was going to be a Rex Chapman block or charge, but nothing doing. Dahl, no good. Winchester will grab this one, and barring a miracle, Westhill should take this one. They're up 14 right now, largest lead of the game. That one is no good from Slade. Darien's got a push. Euro in the lane, no good. Drake finds it, puts it up and in. Timeout, Darien, full timeout. We will take a short break. Back right after this.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
Back here on the DAF Media Network. Darien's put in number 15, Matthew Hellman. First year varsity player, defensive first player. He's attending Villanova next year. Gets a hand on that one. And so did Winchester. Last touch by Winchester. And the offensive players will come back in. One possession, one deflection for Hellman, showing why he's defense first. Darien's going to run a lineup, offensive lineup of Bloomer, Dahl, McMullen, and Drake. As he hits that one, Wagner also in, if I forgot to mention that. Lemus, long ball, Winchester, touchdown pass. Winchester makes the lead 12. Pull up three, no good. And with 38 seconds left, I think that will do it as Bloomer fouls. Two shots from the line. I mean, credit to this Darien team. They're not going to go down in these last couple of seconds without a fight. But down 12, a tough hole to climb out of as Lamoth misses that one. Lamoth wearing 31 tonight. And that's good from Lamoth. And with Westhill not playing Aiden Lamoth tonight, it has really been a great showing for Westhill, showing that they can play without their second star. And as you know, we've heard Coach White say, as Wagner goes for three, no good. But as we've heard Coach White say, is they can go 10 deep, and they have players who can step up and fill a role for this Westhill team, and that's why they're FCIAC title contenders, no doubt about it. Dahl will take a long three. That's no good. And Westhill will take it with a final score of 69-54.
Westhill.
We're going to wrap this up. Cam, what went wrong for Darien, and really what went right for Westhill?
You know, we said it time and time again throughout this entire game. I think the free throws were a huge part of it. Obviously, kind of got away from Darien in the late part of the fourth. And I think for Westhill, just keeping what's been going, they've been giving it to Slade. He's been able to finish. I think he had in the 20s tonight for points. It's just a huge showing. And Coach White, you know, they're able to go deep into their roster, and they're able to compete no matter who's out. And I think for, you know, Darien, Dahl still with a good night, shot a lot. But I think Darien just needs to hit those free throws and play with more intensity. I think they really only played like they didn't play 32 minutes tonight. And I think Westhill came out and they played a full 32 at max. And I think both sides, you know, they gave it their all, but I think Darien just needs to come back again with more intensity.
Darien falls to 3-3 on the year, 1-1 in the FCIAC. Westhill moves to 6-1, 1-1 in the FCIAC. A great showing from the Westhill Vikings. They will take on Brian McMahon on the 13th, which is Thursday. That will be at Brian McMahon. And then Darien will take on Trumbull here, 5:30 DAF Media on Friday. That will do it for our production crew. Our main camera, Alexandria Viro. Our ISO camera, Keith Davey. Our instant replay, Whitney Scallon. Our director, Brandon Schenk. On graphics, Will Donnelly. Our advisor, Damian Andrew. All student volunteers. Once again, thank you guys for a great production. Cam McGraw on color tonight with his first color opportunity. Did an amazing job. Cannot thank him enough. And once again, I'm Ted Brennan. Tune back in on Friday to hear me and Brandon Schenk on the call. See you guys next time.